So we're not cutting a lot of trees today. Number one goal is going to be just open up a little bit of canopy that's stopping this plot from getting sunlight. So we are going to take down nothing larger than like softball or so. I cut this plot out of, it's in there, but I cut it out of, it was basically that kind of stuff. Just overgrown. It was cleared at some point and then grew back, minus a few trees they left. But then I just opened it back up, and I've been planting in here the last couple of years. When you're, remember guys, for food plots, like, unless you've got a lot of room and you're planting a lot of food, your food plot's really not going to it's not going to change like your deer population or make deer do stuff they don't want to do. Deer are going to do deer stuff regardless of whether you put some clover out or something, you know. So I only say that to remind you. I didn't have to do that, did I? Dang it. Extra step for no reason. Alright, good job, me. But what you can do is play off of what they already do and improve that. So if you're trying to change, like if you're doing deer habitat work to change deer's behavior, try to do it on a small scale, not a large scale. Like, instead of trying to make the deer, you know, bed where they don't want to, take where they want to bed and make it awesome. Maybe extend it. But if you got a perfectly good bedding area, holding a bunch of deer, but you just need to feed them, you should probably just focus on feeding them. We are working on a steel 182 right now that I bought recently. When I say working, we're just throwing a new chain on so that today we're nice and ready, and I don't got to do a lot of messing around while I'm live with you. We're gonna throw a new chain on. I think it's always good to have a backup. And I'm using this 182 today specifically because it has an auto adjustment. not auto adjustment, but you can work on it. Hi Annie, Goku, Javier. Don't know Javier. No tool, chain adjustment. That's what's up. So, since we're gonna be in a kind of a pain in the butt spot first when I'm on live here with you, we're going to any quick adjustments we can do with this without a tool. So that's pretty cool. So my first one of those, that line for steel saws, but I like it so far. Though the easy start is a pain in the butt more than the old steel saws. So, and it might just be because I'm used to the old steel saws. That's what I think it is. I do. I think it's because I'm used to the old steel saws, so I try to operate it like those. Blood in it sometimes. Chain adjustment is ready to go. We're going to stick some fluids in her. It rides on the bed of truck, so it's pretty much always shaking, but just to be sure. Other awesome thing about these new steel saws is the plastic is semi see-through, so you can actually see the fuel in there, fuel level, without popping your cap. Pretty cool. I like that. Bar and chain oil. Best deal I found is to go grab it off the shelf is Rural King. It's like as much for a gallon there as it is for a quart in some places that I've had to buy it because I needed it that day or something. Okay, saw is ready, I believe. We should be cutting fast when we get going. Okay. Throw down the hockey gloves when Trump invades Canada. I've got nothing to say about that, buddy. I don't do politics, really. Okay, I'm trying to think if I need anything else to do this real quick. Deodorant. Yeah. For me. So I smell good. For me. So I don't smell like a pig. It was 95 earlier here in Indy. It was 91 when I parked the truck. I decided to wait 6:45 right now before I'm even gonna start cutting or doing any work. I'm not a perfect man. Please forgive me. I sin sometimes. If you don't, judge away. I suppose. I'm gonna grab what we need here. sake. Charge this bad boy a little bit. Let's see how much we got. I'm gonna grab a few waters and a soda pop to put in the creek. Alrighty. I'm gonna get out of my dirtball shirt and get on my deer store shirt. Should already done that, huh? Just Google the deer store and you'll find me. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Everywhere. Everywhere. That should be good enough for now. About to walk back there and show you guys the area we're working on. We're gonna walk through it, going back to where our first cuts will be. Okay, guys. Here we go. You want to see this food plot? As bad as I want to show it to you. So you see that sunlight back here on the ground? It is a good thing. But we need more of it on this food plot. If we just think of it like a garden, to grow the garden, you need water and sunlight mainly. Here's our buckwheat and buckwheat and clover. So you see all the clover? And then buckwheat is all of these taller ones. Most of them got a few weeds, but buckwheat, clover. And these are all, I guess I did put them there, but it's volunteer oats from some oats I put out as feed. Oh yeah, we got a camera. We're walking past. Yeah, this is all volunteer oats from that. Look at that, we got our water. I must have dropped that out of my bag. It's not perfect, but you see how much shade we got right now? We don't want that. We're gonna take out some of these little guys up here, make some more sunlight happen. Over here is our best spot, I think. Buckwheat has done pretty well over here. These tall weeds suck though. Okay. Shut that bad boy off for now. I do like to close them though, because ants can frustrate you fast. Groundhog? Fox? What do you think? Someone's trying to make our bank disappear. We're gonna have to get rid of that guy. If he loosens all this up, all this will go drop. Also need to put in a rope here. You put in a rope from a tree here to like a tree there, high enough to grab, you can stay safe when doing stuff like this. The deer don't mind it, but it's not my favorite thing to do for them. You guys will get a kick out of this. There's a historic red tree. So you guys have heard of throw and grow, right? I literally sprayed this area with a backpack sprayer from down here. And everything you see growing, that's all mostly buckwheat and clover. All of that came from handfuls that I threw down there from up there when I planted up there. So that's just all handfuls that I've thrown. But I haven't cut any of this. We're gonna get rid of some of this real quick, so that the rest of this can get a little bit more sunlight and we can throw some more stuff. But I'm gonna do this little shelf above the creek all in throw and grow. So all my fertilizer, my pell lime, and my seed, I'm just throwing handfuls from up there. Just for fun. Because it honestly, the further you throw, the more it splits it out. Or separates it and disperses it evenly. So it's actually worked very good. And these are more volunteer oats from feed we put out in like February. March, I think. But we got clover, we got buckwheat. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make this little spot way better real fast. And that'll get our drinks down to fridge tank real fast. Okay. Let's evaluate this real quick together. So, this is like a 32nd of an acre shelf. All this little stuff we're gonna take And I think that one tree right there is gonna be the only actual tree we need to get rid of here. I'm honestly contemplating if I even want to do that or if I just want to climb it and take out these limbs. I think that's what I want to do. I don't want to get rid of the root system that's holding that bank up there. That's what we're going to do. So let's first clear this little bit. No, I'm not ready, George Floyd, are you? Okay, I'll be in touch. So this is a steel 182C. It does have the new Easy Start system. Or not new, but newer Easy Start system. Okay. 1 4 with the tree. I don't know if you are timing me. But that was most of it. I like to run the saw as little as possible. If neighbors or anyone's listening, it doesn't sound like I'm running this all for hours. And the neighbor here doesn't like it. Well, not the neighbor. The neighbor's neighbor. Get you guys a better view. But you can see what I just did already is going to create a lot more sunlight. All that's going to pull out all that is cut down. And I did successfully cut, or hinge cut, 1, 2, I don't know about that one, 3. So hopefully those don't completely die and there'll be forage and a little bit of cover. Let you guys watch and I'll clean up real quick. Oh, my cord must have fallen in between here and the last one. Honestly, like a lot of this stuff, if you don't clean it up, you still a lot of stuff here. But the pot this small, even you don't clean up, the leave down is just square inches that don't get damaged. I like it. I am going to try to take down that big one with the but we'll try to save it with a hinge cut so that it doesn't completely dry. It'll just be laid over. But everything that I threw over there and over there, put down there, was all shading out some of this. And you can see spots that aren't that thick because of it. I'll tell you what, organic matter here, golden, even if it is sand. You guys plant food plots or GTSI? Ninja Turtles, what's up? I'm gonna have to move. I really don't think it's necessary. We're gonna leave that free for now. We're just gonna take out the rest of this little stuff. I really enjoy taking out trees that don't need to be. And growing on the hillside so that erosion is limited. So you can see where we're getting light right now. We already helped a bunch. Hinge, 2 or 3 there. Put a little stack here. Hinged a couple back into the hillside there. We'll throw some more clover back here before we leave. Clover. We got buckwheat. Okay. Buckwheat, clover. So a lot of this we just cleaned up. A lot of the green you see laying down is all gonna leaf off. So it looks like there's more left than there really is. Like right here, made that spot look green, but everywhere we just cleared was probably all these spots that are pretty bare because of the sunlight cover. So that's all we're doing right here. We'll get enough sunlight here. I don't know if you guys watch the whole thing. If not, you can go back after this live's over and watch it. But we've been live 38 minutes, and I'd say 20 of it we've been down here. So 20 minutes, we got this cleared. I already had it sort of planted. This is the throw and grow plot. If you didn't hear, everything that, all the seeds, fertilizer, the lime, handfuls were thrown from up there. That's how we're doing all of it, just to see how. But yeah, the goal isn't to change, you know, we're not going to attract a bunch of new deer, but the deer we do have I'm going to cut some hinging like this back in these little shelves back there in these oxbows, so we can hold some more deer during the winter. We'll do that in the next couple weeks. Right now they're all in their dormant stage, so cutting these isn't gonna completely annihilate the trees. You hinge them now, or you know, they're in a dormancy because of how hot it is. So right now is a good time to cut if you're gonna, especially if you're gonna try to save some of it. But that's all we're doing here. I just want to have I'm gonna have bedding back in there, and the goal is to just have a little food before they go to their favorite field. We got fields, 400 yards that way, through the yards, fields. At the end of this funnel, there's a road like 400 yards that way, across that field, or across that road. A few hundred yards this way is road, across that road is ag. Pretty much every single direction within a half mile, you're gonna hit ag. But whether it's beans early or super late, or corn, that'll change when they're bedding where and where they are ending up. So that'll change their movements. So we'll see how it goes. That was a tiny plot. We got a bigger one up here that we're about to go tackle. I just wanted to show you guys what this could look like. We're gonna go do some more now. Drink the water. Got my creek cooler going. Alright. Hey Ninja Turtles, Goku, Annie, everyone else. If you guys missed what we've done so far, we're getting ready to go up top and do the bigger one. So I had already got some stuff germinated back here. You can see buckwheat and clover, but we just cleared a little bit of trees out. Hinge cut a few, get a little bit more sunlight in there. Ooh. This is honestly I call it a sub-rural type of property, because it's a tiny property. He's got like 4 or 5 acres. Most of it is yard. I'd say over half. But this creek is just back and forth, our oxbows. So, like, oxbow here, oxbow there, oxbow, oxbow. It goes like 5 or 6 times back and forth. So, it has potential to hold deer at certain times of the year if it's maintained for it, which it really wasn't before I started here. And we're slowly doing what we can each year. This isn't fun. I was telling people earlier, I'm gonna run a rope from there to that tree with a little bit of slack in it so I can grab it and climb this. Because it's really not the safest, especially with what do you guys think? Groundhog? Fox? So, same thing here. We got some sun, but we want more. This is all buckwheat and clover planted here. Buckwheat, clover, all that clover, buckwheat. Chain's still good. So that hinge worked, that hinge worked. I'm gonna clean this up just so deer can go through. But I think I'm gonna just do it over here so they can just go around it. Nature will bring that down. Now we got more sunlight here. All the area where you see all the weeds, that was pretty much all shaded out with what you see laid down. But I just wanted to make some more cover if a deer's laying in here. They can't see the yard so much, you know? Now a deer could actually bed in here. Bed back here. But I can no longer really sneak in here to hunt. I have to hunt the edge over there, which is fine. That was part of the plan. This tree right there falls one day, I'll be in great shape. It'll almost double the plot based on sunlight. I'm hot. 3%. Gotta plug you guys back in, I guess. You can see all the buckwheat. The grass that's yellow I killed, but the tall stuff is all buckwheat. And then there's clover in there with it. Back on the tree. Here you go. I think that's all the cutting I'm going to do today. I'm going to run to the truck and grab some imperial white clover, I believe I have in the truck. I don't know. I got it in gallon bags. I know it's clover. It's either red or white. Pretty sure it's white. But we're just going to overseed this here today. It's really not supposed to have rain in the next few days, so I'm not going to throw an overly crazy amount, but it is humid, so maybe we'll get some germination just from humidity, or maybe we'll just get a little bit of rain shower and not do it. But if you look, just looking at it, you look back here, you see how there's a lot of sunlight coming through there? That was a lot of what we just did. Up in here, there's a lot more sunlight coming through. I'm gonna go grab some seed. Memory cards, get that knocked out. One more. I really need to put a camera on that fence gap as well. We'll just do these two first. Okay, I'll be right back. My phone's kind of dying. impact sprayer, and all the fertilizer, lime, seed that goes down. These all just get hand fed over. Okay. Camera there is set. Camera there is set. I didn't cut as much as I wanted to. Just trying to use good judgment, not upset the landowner. I'm allowed to thin it a little bit. I got permission, so I'm not gonna be in trouble for cutting, but I told him I wouldn't like cut anything bigger than a basketball. And anything that is that big, anywhere near that big, I'm not touching it unless it's like a bad tree. So if it's a leaner forked tree, if there's not one good log on it, or ever going to be one good log on it, there's no reason to keep it. So take out some of these crappy ones, and maybe some of his other ones will actually grow up and be big boy trees one day. We're gonna go, what time is it? 8:03, we got time. We're gonna go cut out a human access trail at the next property, about a mile away. And I talked to the guy that lives there, and I was like, hey, because where I had to plant the plot is kind of where they used to walk just to get to the creek. And I was like, hey, would it be okay if I, because it kind of, their human trail was just following the deer trail. So I said, hey, it'd be all right if I cut a straight trail out from the human trail where the road, logging road ends, and you guys have been following the deer trail. Can I just cut you a straight one to the creek and an access all the way down into the creek, so it's easier for you guys and you don't have to walk straight through where we're gonna do the plot? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Honestly, makes it a straighter, easier walk for them. So we're gonna go over there. I got a water hole. Ooh, I have to go down there and get see all the buckwheat and clover that's growing now. We just seeded again. You can see all the white spots. Just for fun, I threw like, I don't know, $4 worth of clover down out of some leftovers I had. But between up top and this little mini plot below it, hoping this little mini plot is going to be inviting for them to come from. It was oxbows back there, oxbows back there. I'm hoping it's going to invite them to come through here. Maybe they'll go up and then out to their ag fields they prefer. But you see the sunlight we're getting there at 8 p.m. That wasn't happening before. All that green that's there is all cut. We'll die out. Wow. Oof. Get a water out of our creek cooler. This is not brought to you by Ice Mountain or Diet Dew, but it could be. OJ, I don't know who you are, but if it's OJ, I think you'd kind of tagged yourself, brother. Ooh. Hey, if you guys are deer hunters, it'd mean the world to me and my family if you subscribe and Google the deer store. So that's our deer store. Okay. Charger. mess. Oh, there's a water that I left last time. We gotta clean that up. Ooh. All right. We are gonna plant a fall plot here. So right now I'm just trying to set back the weeds. You can see clover, buckwheat here, clover there. Oh. I do gotta turn that camera back on. I can mow at least the big stuff. Put it on here. Couple more big ones.